What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new gameplay video. Today we're going to be playing Draven. Draven is like one that you keep asking me over and over in the comments of the videos. I always see it at the top with a few upvotes as well saying play Draven. So today I thought we'd finally do it. And I actually took Warlords this game, which, thinking about it in the loading screen, I think Vayne will probably be top, honestly. I'm going to rearrange these anyway without, I assume. I took Warlords, Warlords Blood, sorry, for my keystone, and to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. Why is my mouse gone? There we go. Okay. Oh no, my league. Okay, we're good. It was tabbing out for some reason. I took Warlords because that's just normally what I get on Draven, but I think actually with the Soraka, maybe I could have taken like a Fervor or maybe even a Thunderlords for some burst damage, and done a bit more damage, but it's not too bad, honestly. I think Warlords is still the most like well-rounded, but I could have taken something considering I have a Soraka with me. Anyway, yeah, runes masteries will be in the description. Runes are just standard AD reds, armor yellows, magic resist blues, and attack speed quints. I probably would have run armor pen. Actually, I really love armor pen on Draven, but I don't have any. I didn't have the page set up on this account ready before the game, so I didn't actually do that. But there's actually two builds, which is something like. One of the reasons I want to play Draven especially is because I'm thinking I want to try this new build out that a lot of people have been doing. I know there's obviously this like kind of Tyler 1 build, I guess, which is like getting your Ghostblade. Okay, she kind of threw me off, which is why I used my axe late there a little bit. So I'm going to hit it once more. He's going to try and hook that. Yeah. Oh, wow. I don't know if the flash was needed from the nid, but yeah. I messed up my axe there because you can actually get two from the same. I'm going to go up. I think they're actually fine. Okay, no. You can actually get two straight out there. You can get two axes as you go to lane, but I messed that up. You have to do it like a couple of seconds before the camp spawns, and then by the time you've hit... damn. By the time you've hit it like 3 times... I'm going to miss that one, but I'd rather get the CS, to be honest, than miss it. I placed it too far behind myself. But yeah, by the time you get to the lane, you're actually able to quickly activate the second one, and then you can auto, and it's actually, yeah, having 2 spinning straight away, which is so much better. Like, you don't really ever want to fight without having two things. I'm going to chill because Soraka's not level 2. That's why I'm not using my level 2 advantage, by the way. Otherwise, I probably would use it. But, like, Ezreal's not exactly a very aggressive lane. Blitz is kind of a little bit, though. Trying to just stay out of... Okay, he used it for us, yes. Trying to stay out. This is really good against Draven because he knows where I'm going to go to, like with my my axes, right? If I place Max on the ground, I'm going to try and move there so he can just aim preemptively at it. It's actually really annoying. But yeah, anyway, so there's 2 different builds. There's a build in high-low at the moment, which I haven't made a video about on my main account yet or anything. I'm still testing it out, but it's actually Ghostblade into Duskblade. Very similar to like a Jhin or a Misfortune or something like that. You'd go Ghostblade, Duskblade, and then probably just into like a Bloodthirster or a Last Whisper, that kind of thing. You don't really go any more ham after that. But yeah, those 2 items together are so much damage, and it's a real power spike for you to actually abuse with the armor pen, because armor pen just works so well with your Q. So yeah. Okay, are we gonna go for this? Is he gonna fight? So I don't mind taking the damage because Soraka is going to heal me back up. So I'd rather position myself there in front of Soraka and take the hook, because Soraka can't heal herself, but she can heal me. So even though it's very strange, like you see, I deliberately walked into Blitzcrank there, which normally as an AD carry you don't want to do. But considering, you know, I'm with the Soraka, walking in there was probably actually the correct play, at least. So I'm pretty sure. At least that's the justification behind it anyway. Take a bit of harass, I don't really care, because I've got a Soraka again who's going to heal me up. I do want to trade a little bit. I should have hit that one. I don't know where Blitzcrank is though. He could have roamed, but he could also just be sitting on the bush. Yeah, which is probably more likely. But yeah, anyway, so Ghostblade, Duskblade is this build at the moment that a lot of people are running. And then after that you get like a Bloodthirster, Rapid Fire Cannon, Infinity Edge. Like these kind of, you turn it into like a gym build basically. And it's really effective. Really effective right now. I don't know exactly whether it's going to be better than this other build. I haven't really tested it out enough to say properly, but this is kind of like this video. I think if we get an advantage or something like that, then we'll probably go for the Ghostblade build. The problem's only going to be that they have a pretty squishy team actually, to be honest. So I don't have to worry too much. I'm trying to bait them in a little bit here. Just go randomly aggressive like this, because if I can go randomly aggressive, they'll think the next time I go aggressive, It's just me again being a little bit random. Oh, she missed the spear. That's not going to get anything. It's unfortunate. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, Gragas. That's bad. I mean, we could save her maybe. I have to heal her here. We had to use both our summoner spells for this, which sucked. Well, I mean, sorry. I had to use my heal for that, my summoner spell, which sucked. I have to be careful as well that Gragas is still obviously there, so if Blitzcrank hooks me, I'm going to die. So I want to push this out. This is the worst time for our lane to be pushing now, because Gragas could still be sitting in this bush. And if I go and ward it, I'm going to go and ward it now, because Blitzcrank and Ezreal are not close by. So even if they were actually there... Yeah, that was obvious. Even if he was there, the other two couldn't follow up, so I don't think I would die. But that's a real risk for me. Like, getting camped and stuff is a real problem for Draven. Because obviously I have a lot of my stacks, right? Even though I don't think you necessarily need stacks. I think people put like a bit more too much emphasis on the stack actually. But, you know, at the same time, the reason I'm not going so aggressive in this lane is because I don't want to get hooked, so I don't want to die. Because then I do lose my stacks. So I'm kind of playing a bit more passive because of that. I'd rather, like, there's two different types of playstyle for Draven. There's the go, like, completely ham build 24/7, which a lot of people do, which I know, like, is very popular now. Oh, God, Gragas is behind us. Okay, they're going to go for the Soraka, so I'll E here to try and save her, but, yeah, that's unfortunate. There's not much we can do, to be honest, apart from not push there. Wow, Tally just dived the Nivea under tower. Jeez, what does the red fields mean? Okay, so she doesn't have any idea actually what Talia does. I didn't. Yeah, thought I might have to flash here, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna flash. Oh my God, that's not good. She's almost dead though. I was watching mid. I didn't see where Blitzcrank was, so I had to face check there. I'm actually gonna stay because yeah, I'm actually gonna stay. But Talia is so strong right now. I think she's probably one of the best mid laner when you actually learn how to play her. But yeah, that was completely my fault. My flash there was just because I wasn't paying attention. I thought Blitzcrank might have based, so I assumed he based, which is just a mistake. Definitely shouldn't have assumed that. I should have assumed he stayed. Just because, like, obviously, if I face check like that, it's more punishing than if I assume he's still here and he's not. Okay, so I have my Soraka back, which is fine. I can get these minions. Not going to miss too many here, hopefully. One of the good things about Draven is you're very good at farming under tower because you have your axes and stuff. Watch me miss like all of these after saying he's good. Okay. Yeah, I missed a few. Alright, so I have 150 stacks now. Which is good, but oh man, the sun just came out like right now and just that's really bright. Okay, hopefully that goes back a little bit. Alright, this is push us in. I really need to push the next wave. I'm actually going to... I'm gonna use my W so I don't lose my stacks. I'm gonna ping these Asoshi pushes. Normally the universal language when you get a bit higher is if I ping the wave, that means I'm done. I want to push because there's no other reason to ping it. So this is kind of like the universal, like everyone knows that. So axe placement on Draven is actually very important. My plan right now, by the way, is just to farm up, get some items, and then I should be able to carry the game. But it's gonna be difficult, I think. It's fair to say, but you know we can definitely still do it. So yeah, why not? But yeah, so with Draven, your axe placement is really important. You'll see how I'm almost always placing it behind myself and behind minions, especially. Oh man, she just got egged. Gragas shouldn't be able to dive that though, especially not with Soraka there. Yeah, so you always kind of want to place your axes behind. Even when you're going aggressive, you kind of want to do it forward and to the side. So like a diagonal like this, right? You never want to run directly. You kind of want to arc it round, like a semicircle. That way it's really hard to hit skill shots on you. But if you just do it directly at someone, it's really easy for them to hit anything. Like Blitz can just hook me, or Ezreal can hit his stuff on me. So you never really want to place it... You never want to place your axes directly forward, even when you're chasing, unless you know there's literally zero risk. I hate playing against Blitzcrank, man. Unless there's zero risk, you don't really ever want to do it. Okay, I can get my axes spinning still, which is good. Hopefully I don't lose this, because if I lose my two axes, I'm in a lot of trouble, honestly. You have to kind of keep two axes spinning, and ideally you want the cooldown off as well. Yo, don't run. I dropped both maxes there, so Might have to be a bit careful. If I had my axes there, I would have been able to, but I kind of panicked because I thought they were going to focus me. Actually, they just swapped to focusing the Soraka, which is poor. I was basically playing for survival there instead of playing to try and kill, and by the time I realized that I was actually playing to kill them, they were already... Oh man, she misses every single axe. Every single spear, holy moly. Okay, well, never mind. But yeah, so... Oh, Talia's coming. She can ult me from behind, so I have to run here. She can just ult to cut off the tower, and I have no flash. So even though it's very like poor of me to miss this CS and stuff, she can literally just ult down here and completely kill me. She's going to do it to Anivia instead. Yeah, see, I showed a lot of respect to Talia there, backing off. And Anivia didn't show her that respect, so she's going to die. This is the problem with Talia right now, is people don't really know that. They don't really understand how like she works, how she's just gonna, you know, blow you up from behind almost. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, she actually might not even die with Soraka. We're gonna come up and try and help her here as well. But yeah, it was unfortunate because I wish I could have like killed them that fight. If I had played, nice, I cashed in as well. That is really important. Oh baby, 550 gold. If I had played the previous fight to win instead of just not to lose, we actually would have been fine. But because I played it to survive, I just completely disrespected my axes. I was like, don't care, just need to get out of here, rather than juggling the axes to try and kill someone. It's tilting me. It's tilting me because I'm like, I know that I know I could have killed. Could have got double there if I'd played that better. But this is just going to come from a lot more like playing the champion and stuff as well. Why do I have 42 AP plus 12 AP? Is that going to be my natural talent already kicking in? That might be natural talent. I'm going to pray to God that is natural talent. But yeah, it's just because like, you know, I never really tilt from like what enemies do or anything like that. I tilt from my own mistakes. I think that's actually how you get better at the game. If you care about like when you make a mistake and you feel like you could have done better, that's how you really, you know, will improve, because you'll make sure you don't do that again. You recognize this kind of stuff, which is good. So yeah, but that's just something I knew I should have done, and I just messed up. Alright, didn't cost me too much though, because I got the kill anyway. So we're actually, even though Ezreal has, he has 3 assists, that's actually fine for us, to be honest. But yeah, I'm actually probably ahead of him because I got the adoration stacks from the Talia mid lane, which is great. But we don't know where our Blitzcrank is right now. So Blitz could be roaming. He could be in base. He could be just sitting here waiting to snipe me, which is probably more likely. So I'm keeping my distance. I'm aiming my axes backwards defensively. So just like axe placement in general, when I don't care, side to side is good, or in the same place. Side to side in the same place is nice and safe. When I do care and when I don't want to die, axe placement behind myself to just be safe like this. Okay, that's not more exactly. I'm going to try and juggle my things here, but I think they're going to go for me. I'm going to go for that first. Probably going to go for this, to be honest. Okay, yeah, I kind of thought that was going to happen, but I flashed too late. That's right, we got it. So they actually saved my Ghost Blade. Normally I forget, but I actually saved it because I wanted to use it for the Ezreal. Even though I think I still used it at suboptimal time, because I was like, I'll kill the Blitzcrank quickly with my ultimate, which I don't need my Ghost Blade for my ultimate. Like the burst there, I just need the ultimate to really kill him off. And then when I'm actually just dueling Ezreal afterwards, I can have my Ghost Blade active. But I actually use my Ghost Blade to catch him, which is not really great because you want to use it for the combat stats rather than just... Okay, we need to leave, I think. I'm watching Talia on the minimap right now more than anything else. Yeah, but I actually used it to chase rather than to kill, which I don't think is really the most optimal use of this. I'm going to run away here because, yeah, I don't know where Gragas is. Okay, Gragas is mid, but just going to ping this so that he knows he's there rather than be caught out of position like that. I'm gonna run all the way back here because, look, here you go. Freaking Blitzcrank. What are you doing? Okay, well, I guess it's one way of doing it. They're going to push us into tower then. Maybe I'll just stay. Blitzcrank has taken over half his health now, but I don't have my Soraka here, and she doesn't have ult either, so I have to be very careful. I don't have flash either, so if I get hooked, I basically die. So I'm going to stand right at the back here. Soraka is here now though, so This is fine. They really want to dive me, but I don't think they can. Even if they hook me, I think I'm more likely to kill the Blitzcrank than die. So I'm okay right now with this. Wow, this Talia is getting out of control though. It's going to be a little bit harder for me to deal with, but I'm okay right now. I'm farming well. I'm not playing too aggressive because I just want the gold rather than anything else. I don't feel like I need to go too aggressive right now. Unless they're going to make mistakes, I don't really want to risk it, to be honest. I'm going to save my Q here to pick it back up. I'm always trying to hide behind the minion wave as well. You see how I always walk backwards when I'm waiting for the minion wave and then I walk back forwards again? Is someone else here? I'm going to run up. Okay, Gragas is there. I don't know if he can execute or not, so just in case. I'm not sure if he could execute, but I think that's probably worthwhile making sure he doesn't. But I don't have my ult now to fight these guys, so if we actually fight... Talia was also behind us, so I think Talia could be... I'm going to wait, hide behind the minion wave. I missed one, doesn't matter. Don't want to get hooked and die. So we also have tower. This is pretty much always going to happen if we sit back and just let them push us in though. Even though I'm very strong, I don't want to push out because I didn't know where Talia was right there, so I couldn't really do too much. Plus Soraka is a bit of a defensive lane. Not exactly, you know, the go ham and kill people kind of style of play. Though I don't know, when I have my ultimate back up, maybe we can do something again. I'm definitely stronger, but I haven't spent. I have 3,000 gold in the bank. This is the other reason I'm not fighting right now, is because I haven't actually managed to spend my gold. I don't think I'm probably much stronger than Ezreal right now at all. If I was, then I'd definitely go for it, but I don't really think I don't think I'm stronger than him because I have so much gold to spend. I'm gonna push this wave out a little bit, get it kind of equalized out, and then I'll base because I know they're basing. We saw them on a water base. I really want to roam this game though, because looking at the minimap, I can constantly see them fighting, and I know Anivia actually, I don't think she's a mid main because I actually got mid this game and I asked her to swap with me so I could play AD, and she said yes, but you know, she's struggling a little bit. But I know Talia is very strong, but it's just in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, maybe, you know, she isn't actually a mid lane main anyway, so. Alright, do I have anything to really QSS? Not particularly, so... Oh boy, they're really starting to throw this game a little bit. I'm gonna try and get Draven to snipe, but I don't think I'm gonna get that. No, I hit the guys in front. So we're really falling behind because they keep taking fights around the rest of the map instead of just, like, you know, chilling out a little bit. I don't think Talia is the best late game champion, but I think, you know, the rest of us have a pretty good early game. Oh, she used her stun there. If Anivia had held her stun, maybe we could have done something, but she kind of used that a bit greedily for the CS. Oh, here we go. I'm not sure about... Someone must be here, yeah. I'm gonna Ghost Spade and just try and... I'm gonna heal Soraka here. Don't have any of my Qs up just yet. I know Vayne is on top as well. I'm really strong, but I need to play this fight correctly because I don't know where anyone else is at the moment. Talia could just come in with her ultimate and just kill me, so... Yeah. But I need to stop panicking as much. I think I'm playing this more of like... Yeah, fuck. Heal me, Soraka! Oh, fuck. Nice. Okay, she might actually die for this, but... I think I'm gonna get him. Yeah, I'm gonna get him. Good. Okay, so at least that worked, but I should have known she was around, to be honest. I kind of had in the back of my mind, you know, she might be there, but I just ignored it. And I was like, nah, it's fine. But actually, yeah. This is what Talia's really good at. She can just pretty much gangbang you from like anywhere around the map, which makes it very difficult. But yeah, so we're going to just focus on basically farming up still. We have really good farm in this game. It's basically just been a farm lane bot, but the rest of our team is kind of falling behind. But thankfully, Nidalee is okay. The one problem is Nidalee is like an early game champion, right? Oh, let me get Blue Trinket. Nidalee is kind of an early game champion, and she's done okay, but she's not really snowballed too hard because Nivea's getting pooped on a little bit by this Talia, so yeah. I think as long as I avoid Talia's flip and stuff, like that fight just there, if I'd have flashed the... Oh man, that Talia's here now as well. Yeah, that was what I had to avoid. I kind of got baited there. I thought Anivia was going to come, but she didn't. But that's my fault because I shouldn't assume she's going to come. I should just play as if she's not going to come. Nice, we got a kill at least. Yeah, I should just play like she's not. I could have used Ghostblade to get away, I guess. I didn't think I was in that much danger, to be honest. But oh fuck, I'd say to be honest so much. I need to kind of cut it out. But yeah, I didn't think I was in that much danger, so I didn't bother Ghostblading. I kind of went to use it for the turn. But I shouldn't have assumed the Anivia was going to come. That is my fault. There's no reason to assume she's going to be here. Okay, so after this build, people do a lot of different things. Rapid Fire Cannon is one of them, though, so I'm going to probably go for that. She doesn't have any flash, so she might be dead unless she can flip, but even then... Oh, good choice to go down there, actually. Kind of duked Ezreal out. We should probably try and fight, though, really. If we can. I know a lot of people are here right now, so... I'm going to use my Ghostblade to try and get in here. Oh my god, Talia is so low. She died to the Anivia Deathfire, I'm guessing. Which is good. Let's not take it too far though. Ezreal does a lot of damage, but his kite isn't very good. We should get the dragon, I think. Maybe. Or a tower. Tower would be nice. Either one is good. Vayne is like getting pretty fed, and she's going to go for the Triforce build, which is like a duelist build. But at the same time... okay, I have to be really careful. At the same time, we have Anivia who just basically can one-shot her. And I'm not actually too afraid of the AD carry elements. It's more the Talia getting really fed and the Gragas diving in on me, and I can't kill this Gragas at the moment. Though he's got Righteous Glory, which is a lot of... yeah. There's a lot of, like, engage and stuff, but it's actually not very much... we shouldn't be doing that, to be honest. That was dumb. Oh, I said it again. Yeah, it's a lot of like a team fight engage, but it doesn't actually do much in a general fight, I don't think. We disrespected there like big time though. They were so close to the Gragas that yeah, they were so close to Gragas. It was just so easy for him to E in. He should never be in range to E like that. But yeah, this guy can't really kite, but he does damage. Talia does a lot of damage though. She's absolutely wrecking right now. So we need the Anivia to blow up the AD carries, and we need the front line of Darius to do something. And then once we have that, we stand a chance at least. But we're gonna have to get an engage, and unfortunately, our team comp kind of sucks. Like, okay, that was a lot of damage. Oh, I hate Talia. I hate Talia so much. I'm going to get back in here, but I don't think we can really do anything. Well, that was a bit of a buggy Anivia wall. We have no engage. If we had any engage here, we could do this. But they have a lot of kite. And, yeah, we have literally nothing to jump in. The combination of, like, Nidalee and Darius doesn't particularly work very well. That hurt. Okay, unless you do that, I guess. Unless you get one shot by an... E doing... Oh no, that was a minefield. 850 damage. That's more than half my health. Oh, Talia is busted, man. There's nothing as well I can really do about that, unfortunately, because... Oh, that had backdoor bonus. Why would you auto-attack that? Why would you do that? Yeah, I have to get close to her to do damage. I have to get in range of her stuff, basically. And it's really hard. If I could play like a Lucian or an Ezreal or something like this that had a lot of range, I'd actually be okay, I think, because I could do way more with it. But because I'm playing Draven, I'm very auto-attack reliant. I'm going to have to go bot lane, but I think they're probably going top, so he has to be careful. I really want to go top to defend that, but this is too much farm to just lose. So I'm gonna go here instead. Yeah, if I was playing anyone with a bit more ranged, like damage, I'd be okay. Draven, I can deal with squishy targets pretty well. I have a lot of damage, but Draven really needs a front line, and he really needs some engage to get the fight going. He can't really, you know, he's very good once he actually breaks out, but if he's focused or he can't get into the fight properly, then he's not really going to do very much. So Yeah, we'll see. More around Mortius would probably be a good option at some point. Oh, it's Hallie at top. This is just why she's so good. She's just like running around the map basically, killing people one by one. Because she blocks them off with her ultimate. We just need to group. Needs to group. If we group, we can still win this game. If we don't group, we have no chance of winning this game. Yeah, because she can do this, basically. She's like a very cooldown based champion who can kite very well, especially with the build she's going. I think a Rylai's on her would be exceptionally good right now, but for some reason she's not doing that. But yeah, as long as we actually get into a fight with her and we get some lockdown, we'd be okay, I think. But let's see what we can do. There's definitely still a chance to come back into this game, but we are getting destroyed at the moment. A little bit. Their comp is pretty crap, to be honest. Said it again. Their comp is pretty crap, I think. 2 AD carries, well, yeah. Alright, but we have no wall coverage and no real control. It's very hard to dictate the pace of a game on Draven, which is why I tend to not play him in Season 6 anymore. I much prefer a champion who can do a lot and be more aggressive because he can get away with stuff. Like a champion... This is fine, this is fine. We get both of these now. Okay, maybe not the Ezreal. One's fine. We got a shut down into the Vayne, which is good. If we had engaged, she wouldn't be able to do this, but because we don't, she literally just run around like this and harass our entire team. The importance of a comp, boys. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Oh, that flipped though. I'm gonna try and do what I can, but this is pretty hard for me to actually do anything. I have to be really careful. Yeah. I'm gonna go if I can get in here, but I don't know if I can really, get in very well. Okay, so we got a bunch of kills there. We're kind of coming back, but I'm not very impactful at the moment, honestly. I need some lifesteal. I think that will help a lot if I can lifesteal up. Guess this is the one downside of this build is you don't really have any lifesteal, but I still think this is a lot of damage. It's just I'm not really able to use it right now at all. I'm playing fights pretty badly, I think, actually. But I don't know. We still stand a chance. Still stand a chance. Darius is getting a little bit fed, which is nice. He just needs to go like full tank at this point. Just getting a frozen heart. Frozen heart would be really good against their team. Against Vayne anyway. So I'd probably have rushed it on a Darius. Oh yeah, there we go. This is kind of why. This is what Vayne is good at, just being a pain in the ass. And you can't ever be alone. We just need some wall coverage. I actually said in my video today, if you guys have watched that, which is pretty interesting, I think, because it's like what I've learned from this. Alright, there we go. So I didn't get one shot by the combo and had Soraka there, so that's good. A little bit of lifesteal is going to help as well. But yeah, what I was saying in my video today is that people just get caught out 24/7. They try and clear side lanes like alone and stuff like that, and they just end up getting screwed for it. I'm going to ping here. I'm going to leave it though. No one's coming, so there's 3 of them. Want to meet? That's not good odds for me. So I'm going to leave that. But yeah, people just run around like they farm the side lanes. A lot of these kills right now, the last like 15 minutes in this game, have been from people getting caught in the side lanes. So if we could have avoided that, we would have done a lot better this game. And a lot of that is just coming down to, you know, we need to group more than anything else. Okay, I might be able to get this though. If he gets rooted as well, I might go Spay for now. It's very hard actually, like, yeah. There's only so much you can do when we only have 3 of us. I'm gonna flash out here, not worth. Oh no, that's really bad. They're gonna get absolutely ruined, I think, under this tower. I'm gonna run straight back out, but I don't have my yeah, I don't really have much way of doing anything, to be honest. I'm trying, but yeah, there's only so much I can do against these guys who are that fed. Ugh, I think that might actually be game, to be honest. But we had a pretty early game comp, and I don't think we played it very early game because we got ruined in the mid lane and the top lane. I should have probably roamed a lot more. Because we did, I had a lead in lane, but I was just basically playing for mid game. I wasn't particularly like, okay, we have to win like right now, and I have to stomp really hard. Because I was like, it's fine, we can outlast. Double AD is not a very good composition. Their team comp is actually pretty bad, but oh, we might have actually lost just yet. Is he gonna get that? That's the question. Oh, nice. We still have a chance, I guess, as long as we play these fights better in group. Because Nidalee's not very early game champion, but I am going to get to a point eventually when I start critting everyone. It's really hard though as a Draven when you don't have a front line. If you give like Draven any kind of time, he's going to kill you all. But when you're putting Draven under pressure, it's really hard for me to catch all my axes, to position correctly, to do all of this stuff, and actually think about everything and do all of it while being pressured and dived on. So if I... Oh, that's bad. We could probably collapse on this. I think we could fight this. I'm going to come down from the side. I think he might have gone a bit early there, but I don't know. Flanking as an AD carry is probably not the best idea I've ever had in the world, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's blue trinket there. He's going to die from the bleed, so I'm going to leave that. Okay. Well, we got the kills. That's something at least. Blitzcrank is still top. We should get a dragon before... If only this game is just going to go very late and it's one less dragon they can get for the elemental stacks, which is good, I guess. Okay, we're starting to do some damage though, which is nice. So we still have a chance of coming back in this game, but I need people to just last a bit longer in the front line, I think. And then if I can stop getting focus, I can definitely unload. That's a pretty difficult thing to actually ask for though, so we'll see. I haven't played this game particularly well, honestly. Ezreal's coming top, so yeah. Oh, he misfits. We got that, I guess, but now might actually be able to. There we go. Now we're getting the crits and stuff. I'm gonna double tap this and try and get him. I have my rapid fire, so there we go. Nice. One thing you should always do on the... See, I say I'm playing really bad, but I'm 11 and 6. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm doing a bit better than I think, but I feel like I should be playing these team fights better. So I can definitely improve on that. Baron's up in 16 seconds. They have 30-second death timers, but we have this bot lane to deal with, which is unfortunate. Darius is TP though, I guess. But Talia is very fed and probably going to kill Nidalee now. I'm going to move my way over here. I don't actually know what's going on because I haven't panned over yet, but I could see it on the mini-map. I don't think there's any necessity, that's the word I'm after. There's no necessity to rush this Baron down. We just want to play a bit slower. I'm going to go back and get my Bloodthirster now, and then probably Infinity Edge to round out the build. I don't have any magic resist, so I'm just relying on the fact that I can control Talia a bit and not die. What I'm going to do is the next team fight is probably going to win the game, so I'm going to get this as well. Wrath Potion is really, really good. It does a lot of healing for me, so as long as we don't give this up for free, I think we'll be okay. Darius is really fair. Darius is pretty good against AD carries when you can't kite them, but to be honest, God's sake, I gotta stop saying that. I'll break the habit now because I know I'm saying it, and I realize every time I say it. But yeah, against like a Vayne and Ezreal and stuff, he should be fine. They should be able to deal with them fine. I can't even talk. They should be able to deal with him easily because they can kite very effectively, but apparently they can't. This is what happens when I'm trying to concentrate and actually redeem myself for this subpar, I think. I don't know. Maybe I put a bit too much pressure on myself, but I'm probably in the jungle, so just be careful. We'll see what we can do. And Nivea is still in base with no TLP or anything, so this actually is probably screwed. Yeah. We got a kill here, but I don't think I can get anything else out of this because no Nivea. I'm trying. I've got no... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's game now, to be honest. We should have just grouped. Yeah, we didn't have a Nivea, and so we just lost the game. That's why you always group with the team. I don't know what she was doing in base, but yeah, that we should have just left. But never mind. This Ezreal played well. He deserves to be the winning AD carry rather than me, I think, for sure. But oh, she has a TP and she didn't. There was a ward right here. Holy bollocks! That actually could have been good. That could have been good. She came in from behind. She would have killed everyone, but she didn't TP. Oh my god. Okay, well, never mind. Never mind. We were bound to lose at some point. I don't think I played that particularly well. So let's see. We had the most goal in our team, almost most farms. So it was a hard game. I think it was definitely a hard game. Let's see damage wise. Don't think damage wise I would have done too much, to be honest. Okay, I topped the damage chart with my team as well. So maybe I'm just putting a bit too much pressure on myself. Maybe I need to ease off that a little bit, but I feel like I could have done better. I could have played the laner phase more aggressively to start with. I was very passive. Part of it was because for this series I've pretty much spanked every lane apart from a few, and I don't think that's as interesting to watch, so I wanted to ease off a bit, which is probably a mistake to be honest. But yeah, so I was like, farming's fine, I can carry mid game, but we had a lot of well, Onivia's name was Safid a lot, so you know, kind of lived up to the name a little bit. But I think I could have grouped a bit earlier. I could have roamed. I could have tried to impact the rest of the map because I stayed bot for a long time in that game. And then team fights, I panicked a bit too much, thinking I was going to be focused, and I wasn't. And then when I didn't panic, I was focused. So they were really difficult to navigate because people were so fed. But I think if we'd have grouped there and Olivia was there, or she TP'd in, we actually probably would have won that team fight and we could have won the game. That was just a sad way to end, I think, but no, it wasn't too bad. Anyway, let me know who you want me to play in future. I'm probably going to play some Ashe tomorrow, I guess. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Sorry this was a little bit less interesting, I guess, but yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.